Good morning, everybody. This is Attorney Marjorie Brunelli, and today I'm going to talk about an issue that I see in the office a lot, and it's not a good thing, as to prenuptial agreements, the famous prenup. So what I see happening is people will call me and say, I'm getting married next week, and I need a prenuptial agreement. So I need something for yesterday, preferably. Yeah, no. We do not do that. Prenuptial agreements can be invalidated if they are signed within less than 10 days from your marriage wedding date. So we already have case law in Florida that says that. So you do not want to do that. You do not want to leave that sort of document for the last minute. Because you have to remember, a prenuptial agreement is a contract. It's an agreement between the parties. So it's something that's going to take time to be prepared, to be reviewed. I always recommend that you do it with an attorney. Both parties should have an attorney, because that's another way. It's one more safety, precaution to avoid it being invalidated in the future if something happens and the parties decide to get divorced. So both parties should have an attorney. Depending on the parties' situation, what exactly they want within that agreement, a prenuptial agreement can contain anywhere between 20 to 40 pages, sometimes more. So it's not as simple as everybody thinks. It's not something that you go on the internet and you download it. And it's like, oh, I'm just going to sign this and that's it. No, that's not a good idea. Do it the right way. The same way that you plan your wedding, plan for the legal parts of it ahead of time. I always recommend at least a month. Have it prepared and executed at least a month prior to your wedding date. And if that's not possible, then, sometimes I always recommend, if that's not possible, change your wedding date, change the date that you're getting married. But if you cannot postpone your wedding, then at least do a postnup. Obviously, I always recommend doing a prenup. The postnup is easier to invalidate. So I'm all for the prenup, but do it ahead of time, because it's a complex document. It requires financial disclosure by both parties. So both parties have to provide a list of their assets and liabilities, and there's a list of documents that needs to be exchanged, and all of that takes time. So just be mindful of that. Don't leave it for the last minute. It's not something that you do in a hurry. It needs time to be prepared, needs time to be reviewed. Sometimes it needs to be modified. So it's a process. So again, just keep in mind, at least a month before your wedding date. And that's it. I just wanted to leave this tip here and make sure that you're not one of those people that call my office like, I need it for yesterday because we're getting married in 3 days. Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. So there's no point of doing it. You're gonna be wasting your time and money, because it's going to end up being invalid. So to avoid that headache, don't do it. All my information is up in the bio. And if you need to talk to me, the phone number here is 954-474-7703. Thank you.